Let's get that a little bit more. Cool. I guess that time now. Urgent worker. Cool. Howdy doody to you too, Live Kingdom. Welcome into probably the last stream for this season. But maybe not. I have to set up a studio in my house. But that will take some planning. And I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Oh, it is too cold. Get this pulled up on my laptop. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, this might be the last. Certainly for the week. This will be the last one for this week. The only one this week. I might pivot into doing some 3D modeling and stuff. I don't blame you. Gonna start losing dexterity. Yeah, well, Friday night was really the big wake-up call, and then the other two streams this weekend. Not only the cold, but my mental state has been affected. So even when I do figure something out, I will be doing less streaming. Unless it's like I'm thinking about doing. What's up, Max? How you doing, buddy? I'm thinking about doing like I do like Blender. Well, I want to make like an intro animation, not for the live streams, but potentially for some videos and stuff. Because I don't know how to do that for a vertical short or vertical stream. But so I do like Blender. So I might set my old stream setup up and do those streams when I'm not doing pottery streams. But we'll see. Let's go. Yeah. Tatiana. We're doing it. We're going. I'm going as fast as I can. Maybe Bloodleaf could help you with animations. I think he said he... Oh, I can use Blender. Oh, I can do it. I can do it, man. And I love doing it. Like, I work on 3D modeling programs for work. I use a program called SolidWorks. It's a CAD, like it's for engineering stuff. But, you know, Blender is like a CAD program, but it's more for the artistic side of stuff. And I've used it before. So you said you did gaming before, right? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I might do some of that too. Just like pivot a little bit for the winter, and just at least until I can get like a wheel that I can set up inside, because this one's not going in my house. But yeah, I used to play like Dwarf Fortress. I might do like some Satisfactory. It's pretty boring games, but I love them. I could not. Maybe if I did with paint and film the screen with my phone. It's I don't know. I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. It's been like 2 years since I've touched the program. I'm a nerd, so I'll watch anything. Right on. It would be cool to do the gaming stuff with, because when that was what I started out with, and like gaming is really saturated. So, obviously I didn't really get like an audience at all, and I didn't have like the Burt crew or anything, right? So it was like 2 or 3 people that would come in and chat, and then there was times where I'm like, why am I even doing the live streams? Because I'm just posting videos of me playing games, which I watch. I watch other people do that, so I don't know. I was just a little bit maybe like disheartened. This might be too many balls. You probably figured it out. I was about to sleep, but you popped in and say hi. Good day, man. Yeah, you too. Yeah, go to get your beauty sleep, Max. You need it. Oh. I would agree. It is very saturated. People want gaming as a career so bad, and I don't blame them. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like that into gaming. Like, I know some people are like, oh, I don't even know, man. I like the games that I like. I'll probably do Stardew Valley too. I really like Stardew Valley. Maybe some Elden Ring. I haven't touched that game in a long time. But I just need to get off, like, because I was like, Dwarf Fortress had just come out on Steam, like the Steam version. And I played it in college, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be sick to like get on that momentum? And I kind of did. Like, I got 30 subs and however few streams I did, which is good. Beauty sleep would have to be for 6 weeks to make a difference in my case. You have a great sleep. I'll see you around the YouTube streets. But I'll figure all this jazz out in time. We need to hop in the Discord. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. The link's in my channel description if you want. A permanent invite or whatever. A never expiring invite. Well, welcome in 27 people. I hope everyone's having an excellent Monday. Bad thinking, sir. Yeah. No problemo. Oh, you know what? I'm missing some stuff. Wow, this water's super hot. Oops. Maybe a little too hot. Too hot to try. And something is itching my neck a lot. I got 2 sweaters on. Question for the stream. Is The Hobbit a children's book? You decide. Mm-hmm. 13 plus, yeah. I could see that though. I went out and bought a copy of it because I couldn't find my copy. I started reading it, and then I looked it up, and then it's like the #1 best or #1 selling children's book, and I was like, oh, like it's not like a difficult read by any means, but I didn't think it was like a children's book with 13 plus. That checks out for sure. But I'm gonna read all of the Lord of the Rings because I've been loving the Rings of Power show, and I have the Silmarillion. I have the Unfinished Tales, but I couldn't find any of like I know I had a box set of all the like the Hobbit and the 3, Lord of the Rings novels. But I couldn't find them for the life of me, so I went out and bought the Hobbit on Sunday, and the Fellowship of the Ring. So when I finish those, I'll go and buy the rest. You look like Demi Moore from. Okay. You can let the ghost stuff fly. It's fine. I know I've been like, I gotta make an attitude adjustment. I don't like all the crosstalk between like mods and shit. But I mean, it's kind of an inevitability that you're gonna get ghost. Like if you're doing Pottery online, you're gonna get ghost comments. But I do appreciate your quick trigger figure there. That was fast. I didn't even get to read it, which is good. But I don't. This is a thing, and I hope it's not like annoying for the mods. All right, I was iffy on the S change part. Oh, I didn't even read. I didn't get to that, so probably yeah. That good. I good call. Good call. I didn't read that part, so thank you. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure all this shit out. And ditto. But ditto to what? Ditto. Like the Pokemon? Question for the stream. What's your favorite Pokemon? Pokemans? Retracted. Okay. I'm a Mew child. Nice. Music, yeah. I like Mew. If I had to pick, like, if I went, like, what is my favorite to the point of, like, getting plushies or anything like that, which I just don't really do myself. But I'd have to go with Snorlax. I can really relate, to Snorlax. But I do, Mew is a good one. Honestly, I don't think you could. There's a bad choice. Maybe like Mr. Mime or something. Do your hands get dry? Not really. Like I lotion. I use lotion after. So that helps. But they can, yeah, for sure. If you don't take care of it. Starter Pokemon for lames. Like if someone's favorite is a starter Pokemon? Or what? Or are you asking starter Pokemon for the games? Like what's my favorite starter for each game? Is that what you're asking? Maybe? Got 75 people in here, no way. Welcome one and all. If you like what you see, hang out for a bit. Yes, if it's their favorite, they get lame. Yeah. I've always thought like the people who really like Pikachu are they don't have like they're like very surface level people. They're like Pikachu's my favorite. Well, what the heck? Obviously, that's everybody's favorite. What about legendaries? What's your favorite legendary Pokemon? Anyone in chat? Just basics, yeah. anybody, feel free to answer. We will roast you if it's the wrong answer. Yo, what's going on, Chad? This is gonna be, as far as I can tell, the last stream for the season. No, and 50 is a good number. 50 is a good number to drop it on. But it's just getting way too cold out here. But you had a lovely live today. Lots of fun putting the faces and handles on your mugs. Talking cops. You look cold. I don't know if you can see that. Groudon or Entei for me. Nice. Good choices. Good choices. People are gonna hate me for this, but I don't know. I don't know if they're legendaries, but well, probably not. The unknowns, they're kind of they're not legendary, but I loved the unknowns. Silver was the first Pokemon game I played, so I loved the unknowns. I was like, this is sick. I had to get everyone in the alphabet. I don't think they're legendary. Well, are they? No, I don't know. But probably like Articuno if we're going raw legendaries. When do you think you'll be back for live season 2? Well, I'm gonna pivot content. I'll probably end up doing like Blender modeling and some video games and stuff for the winter. But as far as Pottery goes, it's hard to say because if I'm able to set up, if I'm able to afford, is really what it comes down to. Able to afford a wheel that I can set up in my house. Like we have a sun porch that I could like set up in, but I don't really, because you can hear kind of like through the walls and stuff and all the clinking and stuff. I know my girlfriend, it just won't be appreciated. I can't do that to her. So if I get a setup for in my house, it could be like before the winter ends, but I would have to say, if not, probably like March-ish. I want to say unknowns are just their own grouping. Yeah, I think you're probably right. You're probably right. They're not like considered legendary. Have you ever done like a what are they called? Why am I forgetting the name of the things where you like give yourself restrictions while you play the game? Not able to heat a garage. No, not effectively. Like I have a heater above me here. It's just cinder block walls, uninsulated, and like it. I just don't think it's like the most practical choice, and I can't see myself. I can't see it being as comfortable as if I either get the basement set up or the sunroom set up to do streaming it. But trust me, man, I've done a lot of thinking on this, and it's basically come down to like that's kind of where I had a bit of attitude over the weekend because I was really realizing how this is not going to be something I can do over the weekend or over the winter, sorry. And so I've been in a bit of a sour mood. And it's shown. I was getting lippy on stream a little bit. Maybe not lippy, but you know, for a Canadian, I guess. But it just is like I was just talking with Ben Wolf on the phone, and I was just like, I feel like I've fallen in love with doing pottery, and I feel like I feel like I'm like mourning the loss of the ability to do pottery because it's just, and even though it's just for a couple of months, I don't know. It's really like been a bummer. It's just a huge bummer. And I don't want to like regress. Anyways, I have faith that things will work out for me in regards to being able to continue. And let's put it this way, right? If I wanted to heat this place up, I'd have to at least heat it for an hour. So I come home. I'm not going to get into all of it. It's just it would be a hard thing to do and to justify that electricity cost when I could just set it up in this sunroom over here, and be able to turn it on heater on 20 minutes before I go out there. I could have my clay down in the basement and everything, and it'll stay climatized and all that, and then just be able to go and grab it, and not have to open 2 doors, 3 doors with all the shit in my hands, and anyways, all that. Extra power on top of the kilns is no joke. Well, the kilns is a whole nother thing. Like, that absolutely won't happen until the springtime because I have to dig a trench. And it has to be 18 inches deep. And that's going to be, I'm not looking forward to that, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. But then that could change things for next year, right? I'm pretty patient when it comes to this stuff. It's just, I also have to be realistic where it's like, I don't want to be out here freezing and being a dink on my streams because I'm freaking cold and getting annoyed at random stuff where, and I'm just getting tired, man. I'm just so tired. I can't, we get the dark winter up here. So, did you make a different account? Let me know. Joel, I don't know if it's the same Ryder. I would think so. We'll let it slide for now. And Chad, if you're still listening, Ryder he got a hold of Muirhead's number and started calling Muirhead, trolling him, calling his cell phone during his stream on the weekend. So if he's for me, that's way, way, way beyond the line. Yeah. So yeah, we'll hide him, because I'm not dealing with that shit. I know that they're like a kid, but just that's not cool at all. Yeah, it's beyond not cool. And I don't know. Maybe I'm touchy because it's Muirhead and he's a really nice guy and he doesn't deserve that at all. But I was raging and just I'm not having him in my stream, but you can obviously do what you're gonna do. I'm not telling you. I just wanted to inform you that is something that happened. So yeah, that's not cool at all. Too far, way too far. The line is that's the line being ground level and you're climbing to Everest. It's not freaking rating or whatever. But not cool at all. And I don't know, because I have too big of an empathy bone. I get worried. I'm like, oh, now he's gonna feel sad or whatever. But you should have. I've never seen Muirhead get frustrated like that, and I just felt bad for the guy. And I just, yeah. Anyways, we'll move on from that. Nuzlocke. That's the Pokemon thing I was gonna ask about, because I have some ROMs. I have a RGB 30 by Powkitty. It's like a handheld emulator. And I got some ROMs that are Nuzlocke, ROM hacks. So you can only catch the first. So if you see a Pidgey as the first Pokemon on your route, even if you don't catch that one, if you then find a Caterpie or whatever on the same route, I don't think they exist on the same route, but you know what I'm saying. You couldn't catch that. It wouldn't give you the ability to catch that Caterpie. You'd have to catch a Pidgey. And that's the same for every route. So it's the first Pokemon. There's a bunch of different settings that you can do, but I find it, just because I played those games so many times, that it adds another layer of difficulty. And some of them edit the gyms so that it raises the difficulty or Sadly, the last time I played Pokemon was over a decade ago. I didn't even know those existed. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, before I got into doing the emulation, it was about the same for me. Other than I've been playing Pokemon Stadium on my computer on a N64 emulator for a while because that's just nostalgic overload for me. That was one of the few games we had on N64. Loved it. But all the new Pokemon games, I just cannot get into them. I do want to try Arceus, though. I've heard really good things about that from a couple of my friends. Which is like the Switch game. It's like an open world Switch game. What's up, Ben Wolf? Howdy to ya. Arceus was great. Yeah, okay. I'll have to check it out then. I've heard it was pretty glitchy and stuff, but they kind of fixed it. I don't know. I have such little faith in Nintendo and their games because they're just riding on their popularity now. They don't give a shit if they put out bad games. It's kind of like Ubisoft syndrome. I want a PC so badly I just can't get myself to do it. I do have a Switch though. Nice. Yeah. I did the Pokemon Sword or Shield and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why, but the Arceus open world sounds really cool to me. It seems like kind of where Pokemon kind of always wanted to exist, if that makes sense. Sword and Shield was okay. Scarlet was awful. I don't think I played Scarlet. Sword and Shield, okay, they were okay. When I saw that trash Pokemon, I was like, Jesus. But then again, you know, there was weird Pokemon in the first games too. Everyone's like, oh, Pokemon are so weird, like trash these days. They're so unoriginal. But then like some are like Diglett is just like 3 little moles sticking out of the ground, and then Dugtrio, or 1 mole, and then Dugtrio is just 3 of the same thing, and you're like, okay, well, and what the heck is Execute? Like, but anyways, Powwow is really great. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with that. That is a good game. I love the fort building aspect in that too, or like how it's kind of like a management game as well. I enjoyed Zelda before last, but that's all I could get into on Switch. Zelda, which one? Because there's like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, both of which I loved. And now I've been playing. I haven't actually touched it in a couple of weeks, but the Echoes of Wisdom. It's really fun. I just got to finish it. I got through half the game and I was like, that was really good. The first one, I'll look it up. Okay. Breath of the Wild. I put a lot of time into that, but believe it or not, I don't really care because it's true. I've seen the proof. My girlfriend has done all of the shrines and she's collected all of the Korok seeds. She like fully completionist that game. Like she did it all. And I still have a hard time believing it. But that's just the kind of gamer she is. And she was doing the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom, but her true love is Mario Kart Deluxe 8. Nice, yeah, quite the achievement, if you ask me. I couldn't believe, like, when she did all the shrines, I was like, shit. So, and when I met her, she never played video games, and I got her into it, and then now it's just like, what have I created? What is this monster? Uh-oh. What's your, hey, Carol, what's your VR at on Mario Kart? So much one decide I said, forget it, and just ran the story. Yeah. There's a lot of side quests. I think almost 25,000 VR. That's insane. If anyone knows anything about VR and Mario Kart, that is boatloads of VR. Absolutely insane. It's vocational. Yeah. My Switch is probably cooked and sitting for like 2 years. Oh no. Yeah, we've had to replace our Switch once. But I had that thing for a long time too before my girlfriend and I got together. But this new one seems to be doing okay. Like the Gen 2 or whatever. Mark 2. Hopefully we can hold out until they release the next Switch, whatever they're going to call that. But I don't know. Thank you for the 9 likes, everyone. That's awesome. I hope people are enjoying their time here at the Fresh Cup of Joel show. The final one of the season. Bring back the Wii. I mean, there's not much of a difference. Just the controllers are worse on the new one. That's all. Handheld is where it's at. Oh, we always play on the TV. I can't hold on. Well, you have those grips. I should probably look into those someday. But like handheld, can't do it on the Switch. Super uncomfortable. It's too heavy for like having to hold it like that. But what were they called again? You put the link in Discord. I'll have to look at that again. I don't really like the way this top is looking here. It is what it is. Hori grips. Ah, okay. Right on. What'd you call me? I might get an Xbox One if the new Skyrim comes out. Yeah. You can also get a case that adds grips. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if because maybe it's just because of my experience with the Switch. My first to the Joy-Cons. Okay. I was like, putting a Switch or a case, Switch in a case. Like my last one kept overheating because the fan ended up dying on it, and I just have like trauma from that. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to put a Switch in a case, but yeah, for the Joy-Cons. Yeah. I honestly don't play it like. Maybe I'd play it more if I could have it handheld. I don't know. Maybe I would. Half an hour. 2 pieces in half an hour. Not too bad. Not too bad. What should I do here? I should make something that's not the same. Maybe I'll do another small vase in a different shape. Wii U walk so the Switch could run. Very true, my son. Very true. My literal son. This is an old profession. Yeah, for sure. Levi. Levi. Yeah. Goes back like 30,000 years. Something like that. I think it's like 20 or 30,000 BCE that we found evidence of pottery. It's timeless. It is, absolutely. What's up, Leah Bobia? Welcome to you. I hope you're having a good Monday. Give you a fist bump. Carol, hey, Leah. I don't think I've been coning this whole time. When I ought to be doing that. Maybe once or twice. It's the pop for me. The pop. It's the pop part. I'm confused. What's the pop? Oh. Anyone play Stardew Valley? That's like when you're picking the berries. Sody pop. The Sody pop shop. So, Leah, this will be temporarily. This will be the last stream of this season of Fresh Cup of Joel. But I'll be back as soon as possible. But it is getting too cold. Too cold out here for this Joel. The Cup of Joel is not so fresh in these weathers. What are we making? I've been making the those round bud vases, but now I'm going to try a different shape. Is starting on Switch? It is. And I think Chug said that's his preferable way of playing it. But I love the PC. But he had a very good rationale because you can't save it unless you go to sleep. But there's a mod that you can get on the PC that allows you to save midday. When you start the game, though, you do end up in your bed. But it's the same day, same time, and everything. Or last I checked, they could have fixed that, though, because it was like 0.7.3 or something like that when I downloaded the mod. Suspend button is life. Yeah, for sure, because you can just, like... I'm sure you could, like... Well, I don't know about exiting the game, but yeah, you can just sleep the Switch. Cannot even imagine, Burr. Yeah, it's just getting too cold. But I'm going to have to make a studio space inside somewhere. When time and funds allow it. Let me see. My Switch is kicking. Oh, we should do like a friggin' make a farm together, man. That'd be fun. And if you're on the Discord, we could do that. We could do that, man. Be warned. Looking forward to warmer times. Yeah. I love it. I've never played though. Oh, really? I think you'd. I don't know. If you like watching it, I think you'll have a good time playing it. Well, I don't know. It's kind of in the chore genre of games. Like you just do chores. So. I'm not like this anymore, but back in college, man, I was playing a playthrough, like doing a group farm, a multiplayer farm with my cousin. And we had planned, Bloody was talking about starting a Minecraft realm. Oh, that's awesome. I'm there. We had started, or we were growing blueberries and we had arranged for him to pick the blueberries. And then he didn't. And then I was mining and I came back and it was like whatever, like 1:30 a.m. in-game, right? And you pass out at 2. And I saw the blueberries still sitting there. So I picked as many as I could until I passed out. But then we lost so much of our crop. And then I quit. But gotta go look mom, but staying give you the watch hours. Thank you, Leah. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to warmer times as well. And the cold times are just starting. It's more like the dark winter. It's really affecting my mood, I think. But yeah, I'd love to be in the Bert Crew Minecraft realm. We could make statues dedicated to Bert. There's something in my clay. Oh, brother. Big old splinter. Never mix business with families. About the playing Stardew with my cousin. Yeah, our relationship has never been the same. Hey, Fresh Cowboys brewing. Oh man, it's doing normal pottery stuff. Today will be temporarily the last stream of this season, unless I can figure out a way to continue inside. Because it's getting too cold out here, and I honestly don't think that my garage could handle a heater that would be necessary to actually heat this place. Because it's all on 15 amp breaker, and I'm not about to wang jingle all that stuff. What's up, Mr. Kim? Bedrock or Java? Sound like Bedrock? I'm Bedrock. Nice. The battery logo is up on the Switch. Hopefully it's a good sign. Nice. Yeah, it should be if it's charging. Yeah. And how are you doing, Randers? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hope you have a lot of cheeseburgers in your pantry. Because, you know, that's where everyone keeps their cheeseburgers. And Mr. Can, I hope you're having an excellent day today. Oh, 2,000 views on a Monday. Not too bad. Not too shabby, if you don't mind me saying. Got ahead, bud. Have a great evening. You too, man. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. I hope the rest of your workday was successful. It's kind of a neat shape, just stepping in. Today's cheeseburger tasted a little gamey. Got that venison burger. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Randers. A few feathers. Bluebird burger. I like this. I'm conflicted on whether I should have, because the bottom is bubbled and then it goes up and in and up. But I wonder if I should bubble this one too and do a little bubble on the top too. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Move forward with the way it is, or bubbles all the way down, my friend? Carol says bubbles. Kind of looks like one of those dog toys that you put like the treats in. Do people know what I'm talking about? It does, yeah. Right. Sparky's gonna have a heyday with this one. I wish I had a dog. Hopefully my cat didn't hear that. My cats. Well, the one wouldn't care. I think they're called Kong. Yeah. Or is that the brand that makes them? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah. Come on, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think it's Kong too. Yeah. Cool. Possibly the brand. Let me research this. The resident Googler. Just put a nice red glaze on it and call it a Kong vase. I don't know. I'm not with it. I kind of really like this shape too, man. Pottery is a blast. Just do whatever. You just do whatever. It's definitely Kong. Yeah. I wish I could. Well, maybe I could do it from the outside here. Put a little bit more of a round vibe to this. There we go. Beauty. It's a cool shape. Thank you. Yeah, I'm liking it. Oh shit. Oh, dirt. Never hurt. That would be the nice thing too, having a bit of a studio in the house. Not having dirt. That would be funny. Paint them red and put Kong on them. I don't know how much Big Kong would like that though. Big Kong. Well, I don't want King Kong coming after me, so that would be funny though. Chat disconnected. What? Now I want to try to do more of like a snowman shape. Oh, that's kind of. Thought you may take some time off. This will be the last. This will be the last one. For the next little while. Anyway, for sure this week, and then we'll see. We'll see. I might be able to figure something out here. But I'll probably end up pivoting to. Okay, do you do 3D printing? No. I do 3D design. Like I'll do like animation design. I do 3D CAD work for a living. Like just I don't even know, like compliance CAD design. So other people design the product and then it gets sold to one of our companies. Like that idea gets sold to one of my bosses because I have like 17 bosses. And then they go, okay, well, this is the concept. Now make it in compliance with like these different mills that we use. And that's what I do. And we do testing of different brackets and engineered products and stuff, and product development. I do want to get a 3D printer someday. I've wanted one for a long time. I just never pulled the trigger. I have a laser engraver, so I do like some like tongue and groove kind of pieces on that. But I'll be doing 3D animation stuff on the computer. I'm actually messing around with a little bit of that tonight. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I got excited. I had a cool idea. I just don't know if I want to do all of it because because a fresh cup of Joel, right? So it'd be like an empty cup. And I kind of want it to be on like a pottery wheel head. But the original idea was just to have so it starts off with a top down on the cup, and then it pans down, and as it pans down, the mug fills up, and then it comes to life, right? And that was a concept I came up with like 2 years ago, and I rendered out like that pan shot, and I was gonna like hand draw over it on Procreate. But now I think I just want to do like a full 3D render on Blender, a Blender render. And but now the alternative being, if it's on a pottery wheel, then the wheel is spinning, and as the camera comes down, it's still being filled up. But then like you'll see the back of the cup or the front of the cup, and then it will go do a full rotation. And when it rotates back into the camera shot, the face is there, like from being filled up. With coffee, fresh cup of Joel. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I was looking up some tutorials how to do fluid simulations, and it looks not that difficult. So, unfortunately, when I looked the other weekend, I don't have the original files of the cup, but a cup is really easy to make in Blender. You just make a cylinder and then like create thickness where you want it. If that makes any sense to people. I'm also notoriously awful at verbally explaining how to do things. But I could show it, follow a tutorial. Like, mostly it's the weird, obscure settings that you have to know about with Blender that ends up biting you. Sounds very cool. Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do. And then use that because I want to do like a landing page video for my the homepage on my YouTube channel, where I kind of describe the intent of the channel of doing like the learning pottery and everything, and maybe some extra games and stuff depending on what I get figured out. And I want to show the wheel off and like some of the setup that I have going on and whatnot. But that stuff might wait till the spring. We'll have to see. I do want to show this wheel off though. I know Bob's been asking for it. Cleananthus asked for it. And like I said, I'm awful at verbally explaining stuff, and I hardly ever show the wheel. So might as well just do it right in that intro video because I'm sure that'll be a common question. But just normal stuff like, hey, I'm from Canada. I do pottery. I've been doing like a little bit of an explanation of who I am and what the channel is. It's a little 5-minute video. But I might even end up changing this channel name to Fresh Cup of Joel Live, and then doing like a different, like a Fresh Cup of Joel channel for long form videos, and just keep them separate. Because why not? Other than like you're splitting your subscriber base, but if I'm lucky enough, two monetized channels is better than one. I don't know. Maybe. I know the big dogs end up doing that. The Switch, it's alive. You make more sense than you think. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's weird on this end because I'm just ranting, like I'm just going on and on and on. I'm like, I don't know if people understand what I'm saying, but the Switch is alive. Well, we should connect on Discord. You should get Stardew Valley, and well, if you want, but you should do it. Do it. Did you end up finding the Discord too? Live? And thank you, Leo. I'm not the most confident individual when it comes to that stuff. I'm like, why does anybody watch it? Stardew Valley is only for the summer or fall time. I get that. I get that sentiment for sure. Video games are only for the winter time. How about that, Carol? Well, if you played PS5, we'd be in trouble. Yeah, man. 100% will be grinding Call of Duty ranked. Needs something chill. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just never got into PlayStation. Like, I just never bought it. I've had Xbox before. And we might get the new Xbox too. But PS5, PlayStations, I've just never really. I've played them over at friends' house and stuff. But you are absolutely right. Sorry, guys, no more streaming. I'm just gonna be playing GTA 5 with Ben. About to join now, right on. What time is it? You going for an hour? Alrighty. Same. I get it. If you stream 3D printing or like vector creation, etc., I would 100% watch. Well, this is the thing. I used to have a camera hooked up in my laser engraver. But it's like super, dark, and I don't really want to have. End up covering the peephole because it's the light can be dangerous. But I could do like streams where that's like off in the corner, so you can kind of follow along as things are being cut, and then be playing a game or doing 3D vector or 3D renderings and stuff. Because I would love to get my chops up in Blender more. Because I think it'd be cool to be able to like give back, like even with like Muirhead's logo and stuff. Like that's kind of exciting for me to be able to do that for someone. But like, let's say I could do like a little animated. I'm Kurt Main. Nice. 444. I have a background in Cricut, the cutting machine. Yeah, for sure. I have a little touch of SVG PNG experience. It's all pretty interesting to me. Yeah, no. I wanted a cricket back in the day, but then the reason why I held off with the cricket is because of like the proprietary programs and stuff, and like you can kind of end up with a brick. I'm not in that. I'm not judging or anything, but that was why I didn't go that route. But a 3D, or sorry, an engraver is kind of like the same thing. But the cricket you can do like stickers and stuff with, I believe. Where like I can cut paper on mine, but that I don't know about stickers. Oh my gosh, yes, Design Space is beyond. There's I don't know, maybe you can like there's a really cool 2D like specifically for laser engraving and probably other SVG like based machines, CNC machines, which essentially that is what a Cricut is just a CNC computer numeral controlled, something like that machine. It's called Lightburn, and I love it. You can do a lot on it, but I read it biotech. I did for a second too, and then I reread it. I was like, oh yeah, it's a biatch. What if I do like a Me too, live. A biatch. It's like Florian Gatsby. Oh yeah, it does paper and vinyl and felt and all kinds of stuff, but it's still not the best. I've been looking into more affordable cutting machines too. But I know Design Space already, so I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that. I don't know if I want to learn a whole new program. Fair, yeah, totally. Biatch. I like that spelling better. Youth. Youth, that's it right there. I'm missing. Where are you going with the youth? I'm a lazy bee, not youth. I'm confused. Oh yeah, that's it right there. I love to see more modern ways of milling. To me, milling is still by hand. CNC is a whole new world. Then lasers, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to show that off sometime. Yeah, definitely will. I will try to do some laser engraving streams. You ever play It Takes Two with the lady? No, I don't want to break up. I love her too much to put her through that. Like, come on. It looks like a really fun game though. That's exactly how it is. at this little thing. This is neat. I haven't really done angular things. Meters away at the end of every obstacle. We're probably waiting with more patience than me. What is this?
I guess it's kind of, maybe it's hard for you guys to see this up there.
Got one more piece to throw today. This one I might have to bring it up and show the camera. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it looks kind of funky in the light, but it's like, I don't know, it's funky. I don't know what you do with it, but put some flowers in it. Could be a cool jar. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Florian Gatsby, but that's where I was like angular because he does angular pieces like that, but obviously way better. Flower vessel, angular, yeah. Going from round, completely round to angular. Okay, time to make it something square. Square on the wheel. 20 likes. Wow, thank you, people. Thank you, everyone. Heads up, Leah, if we see a rider or a rider adjacent profile, we're hiding them. That was a crazy, I can't even, it was way too far what he was doing. And Muirhead handled it way better than I would have. Well, you can't do that to me, but what's everyone doing for supper? What is everyone doing for supper? That's a great question. I think we're having what is it, Asian pork or something like that? I mean, Carol, what are you doing for dinner? I'm playing Switch for dinner now. We are gonna eat food. I think Carol's gonna eat Brit. Vietnamese pork bowls, amen. Amen 15, in fact. That's the first spaghetti I didn't make it, so it's good. You got it out, like takeout, in a doggy bag, maybe. Good one, Ben. Real basic. I don't know, might be nuggets. Oh, Dino nuggets? Technically speaking, chicken parm and pasta and veggies. I bought Stardew. Oh, sweet. Yes, we will. We should start a farm. Well, play it on your own for a bit, maybe. Or if you want to hop right into multiplayer, that's cool too. But so up to you, man. I don't think lizard people had to eat then. Daughter-in-law made me a few dinners. What a nice change. I really can't cook. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, they stole the words out of my mouth, Leah. That is very sweet. I'll learn some stuff so I don't terrorize anyone around me. Oh, well. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a very calm game. But yeah, no, I mean, obviously, do what you want. Dino Nuggies for sure. Oh shit, Carol, 100%. Yeah, I think lizard people just eat clay. Like Ben he goes through 1,000 pounds of clay every week, and 500 pounds he eats. Oh, Carol chimes in with the right hook. He just wants us to think that he's throwing all these pots, but he's just eating most of it. Where are you having? Vietnamese pork bowls. Carol, run. Carol, I outed us. TKO. I've been paying for online this whole time. Oh, geez, the Switch Online. Dang, son. I only paid for that because of Mario Kart. I don't know how to even navigate this thing anymore. Oh no. I wish there was a way to link YouTube accounts to specific people. So annoying that you can't. Like every single account should require a new email. Like every single account should require a new email and a whole process. Because trolls. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that was the case for a long time, but then. Yeah. That was a crazy, and I guarantee you that that's what that troll was doing to Muirhead. Was they had like a bunch of accounts made. Either they made them all or they had a bot set up with macros to be doing that. But like, it's honestly such, like, it's like very simple, you know? Very simple, but like effective, obviously, method of trolling. Like, that was ruthless. Sorry, I started typing and then I got distracted by lizard people. And one letter was different. What? Look. All their friends had a gang of account. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I think it was one person just switching into, like, they just made a bunch of accounts with the same profile picture and then just had a different number or whatever behind at the end of the username. So if anybody watches Swan City Ceramics, I'm going to attempt a little cauldron here. I know it's past that time of the season, but like every account was one character different or something. Yeah, exactly. I think when I was talking with Ben, because I couldn't see the full username, it was so long, but I think he had mentioned that it had one, like a number at the end, so it was like 35, 36, 37 or whatever. Which, I mean, you could easily get a bot to make those for you. It really would not be that hard. You could just put a script. You guys ever we don't know what language we would never know. The kids say try to find me an old school Atari or Nintendo for Christmas. You guys get me with the new stuff. So you ever like you're browsing or whatever, and then all of a sudden you click a button, and this whole page of code pops up. You know, I don't know if anybody's experienced that, but essentially that code is what like is the website. That's the website you're looking at. So if you inject like a line of code that is basically like telling it to make you these accounts, I'm sure that is a doable thing. I 100% positive that you can do that. And that's where like people inject. You ever heard of a session cookie? When you log into an account and say remember me, you save a session cookie, and if somebody gets access to that session cookie, then they can just go to that website and input that into that line of code, and then boom, they're in your account. Pretty messed up. Now, some websites have security against that, but not many, not enough, not as many as you'd hope. I know some of the stuff coded my own MySpace back in the top 12 on MySpace. Nice. Effective, yeah. Creepy too, yeah, absolutely. Well, certainly, yeah. Annoying. There's a lot of adjectives. There's a lot of adjectives for that kind of behavior. Childish, malicious, totted. People can't resist finding new ways to be jerks. Yeah, absolutely. Takes one to know one, pal. I'm just kidding. This is quite Cauldron-esque, if I do say so myself. Oh, I'm actually, I got a little bit more time. Does Muirhead have his number posted somewhere? Did it do? Yeah, it's up on. Well, yes, he does. For business though, right? Like to get orders and shit. And then, like that rider guy is just like a little kid, and thought it would be funny, but to me that's just so beyond. Like, yeah, it's not funny at all. Hey, I'll just tease you. Yes, live because he has a business page. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, messed up regardless. Just curious how he got it. Yeah. No, I feel that. Oh no. Shoot. Honestly, starting to use this wood knife tool was on it. That is a huge game changer. You can get a lot cleaner shapes right off the bat. No pun intended, and I'm not using bats, but if I were, it would be right off the bat. Hey, Beerhead, your ears are burning. We were just talking about the malarkey going on in your stream there, which was awesome to see. I thought we talked about this on Sunday. I've already praised you for the glazing stream. I glazed you for the glazing stream. That's one nice size candle holder. Yeah, so Swansea Ceramics does these little cauldrons that are for like change and stuff. So I just kind of was like, hey, maybe I could try making that shape. I've been kind of all over the map tonight, which is fun. I kind of want this to be a little bit more round. Manage it. Maybe. Something like that. Oh well. Howdy, Mirrorhead. Yuri. I mean, you could put a fat candle in here for sure. It'd be a good Halloween candle holder. But they put these little handles on the side and stuff. Oh, you have everyone in here, brother. Yeah, the whole gang. The whole Pottery gang. What, 3,000 views? There's 20 people sitting in here. It's fun. It's good. I'm about to end probably. I might throw one more piece. I got one more ball of clay. Might as well use it. Yeah, I'll cut this off now. Carol coming up behind you. Carol, do I have time for another piece? What do you think, Carol? What if we put those all over and have 5 going at night? Oh, geez. I'm personally like, we usually only do one candle going, and only when we're in the room. I get to sketch out with that stuff. But yeah, well, a little cauldron. You can trim it right around. Right round. It's pretty. A chamber pot. I don't think that could handle it. I don't think this could handle it. You know, it's a beaut. Thank you. She also had them like that for flowers, stuff for smell. Oh, right on. That's cool. I'm sorry about the cold weather, and I hope to see you throwing again soon. I'm cold when it's 70. Yeah. Well, what's... Holy moly. That's like 21 degrees. And right now, this thermometer reads... It might be 50 in here right now, something like that. And when I got out here, originally when I got home, it was like, what's 2 degrees is maybe like 36 or something, 36. But like right now, my hands are doing okay, but my feet are fucking frozen, man. My hands are doing good because I can dip them in the water and I'm moving them. But yeah, burr, that's right. No, thank you. Yeah, and like, it's just not a heatable. Like, maybe if the roof was insulated, I'd even consider giving it a shot. But it's just boards and then the shingles. But it is. No, I probably could spray foam it or something, but not this year. what Joel does for his subscribers. I suffer for your enjoyment. I hope it's worth it, gang. All my freshies. Okay, that's a like, Ben. You're right. Give you guys a show, and you know, recording my progress and stuff. This is it's funny. This channel is just as much for me as it is for the audience, you know. But not in like a. I hope it's not. It doesn't come off like a selfish thing. But I didn't never expected to have. Well, what was I at? Like 816 subscribers or something now? It's crazy, crazy. Like if someone was like, you could just start live streaming Pottery and you'd end up with 800 subs in 2 months. I'd be like, that's BS. We love watching you. Thank you for your head. Likewise. Likewise to you, sir. And a glazing stream was awesome to see. And your progress. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to be able to like just sometimes this might come off really pretend like self-centered and weird, but I will just turn on like a day 7 stream and be like, I have come a long way, you know, just a little pat on the back. I've been there, know the pain. Messes you're sticking to your hands in warm water, that freezes the warm water. Yeah. Could be much more in the future. Never know. Yeah. Well, and that's not. It's I don't know how to phrase it properly. Like it's cool that it's happening. Am I attached to growing the channel? Not necessarily. Like I couldn't see I might celebrate 1,000 subs or whatever. But I couldn't see myself like. I don't even know what the right word is. Maybe I just want to like not get too attached to the success of the YouTube channel and just be more like focused on the pottery, if that makes sense. Not necessarily what you're here for, from my understanding. Yeah, like I honestly my expectations was that I would get 2 or 3 people who like maybe Ben Wolf or Muirhead who would pop in every now and again and see what the progression was like, you know, that kind of thing. Never in a million years was I like, oh, it's just gonna gain traction in the way that it has. Or like Chad or Swan City just popping in and seeing what's going on. Or like the Burt crew, essentially. But it's become a lot more than that. And honestly, it's a little bit like overwhelming at times. It was unexpected. And so yeah, I just haven't quite figured out what I want out of YouTube, you know. I know I wanted to do lives, you know, so people could come in and chat. But yeah, because there's so many people out there that are doing stuff that have like, you know, 2 people watching when you pop in. But it's like cool stuff. Like they're doing art. And I was like, oh, that'll be what this is. That's kind of neat. And I'm really grateful that people are willing to stick around and come back and be kind of fans or subscribers, whatever you want to call it. I don't like the idea of having fans, but something feels weird when I say that. But yeah, super cool. But yeah, not necessarily what I was starting this channel for, but they've come a long way in a short time. Yeah. And it bugs me. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, like it's undeserved because I've literally just sat here and like, I don't plan anything. I'm just doing this. Like, yeah, it's interesting. I put like no thought. Like, I come out here and half the time I'm like rushing around, moving stuff. And, like, I don't know what I'm doing on like the organizational side of pottery. I just don't know. And I'm kind of like bummed too because I think osmosis at its finest. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I think I mixed a bunch of my clay. Like, I put all my clay, my old pieces in boxes, and I think I mixed a bunch of the clay bodies together and stuff. So I was just like, what the heck? Why did I do that? But there ain't no going back. Osmosis Jones. I don't know. That's just where my mind went. Has anyone seen that movie? I have. Yeah. It's a bit of a classic. That was a cottage movie. We had that movie at the cottage when I was growing up. So just have always had a soft spot for that movie. Freaking Cuppy's in the way, man. I like it. Maybe you can get a heater out there and stay a little warmer. I have a heater. That's the thing. Yeah. But it's like, I'm not, there's no insulation or anything. So I'm just kind of like heating that for like minimal effect. I'm going to try to figure out a setup for in my house. And then go from there. But I got to take a little break anyway because I'm getting just exhausted. Made it to my first farm. Right on. Heck yeah. What I do get worried about out here is popping the fuse if I put a stronger heater out here, because the whole or the breaker, the whole garage is running on 50 amps, a 50 amp breaker, which I could switch it out and stuff. I don't know. It's also just a lot. It's just a lot. And come January, like you're talking about overwhelmed a bit. Yeah. But like heating this place when it's like minus 25 out, I just can't. I can't see it being like effective at all. So I'm just kind of like trying to foresee that time of year, be prepared for that. It's kind of a neat shape. Kind of a neat one. Oh, brother. I don't know if it shows. Like, I can see my breath right now out here. Like, it also at the same time, I wish I could have cool stories like Ben. Where it's like, yeah, my water was freezing and then I still was throwing pots. I'm not he. Little kind of silo. Put your grain in it. Oats and whey. Barley, maybe. Oh, me neck man. But yeah, overwhelmed a bit is correct. For sure, Bob. And like because working like a full job and then doing this like a full-time job, and then coming out and doing this after working for 8 hours, can be taxing on my little pea brain. Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed all the steam coming out of my ears because I'm just thinking so much. I keep up with chat. But the wrist rest comes off, the big sponge comes out, so any viewers who are here on a regular basis know what that means. I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly. I've been praying for you, Joseph. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I want to make it clear, I'm not quitting pottery. Like, if I can't stream and I can't do pottery out here, that doesn't mean that I'm done doing it. There's not a chance. I've fallen so in love with this, and it brings me so much joy. But I'm also just kind of on the practical side of things, thinking like, yeah, this is really draining me. Yeah, that's really it. I'm just feeling drained, you know. You better not have a cry. Yeah, there's no chance. You couldn't pay me to freaking give up pottery. I mean, if you gave me $10 billion, I might have to consider it, but like, you couldn't pay me this stuff. That's a fact. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, you were here on the weekend, and I was just being like, I don't know. It gets overwhelmed. Like I'm just getting way more overwhelmed than I usually have been in the last couple months, with like all the chat and trying to like maybe I'm just doing too many things at once. Like I'm trying to do pay attention to the chat and everything, but yeah, it is about balance. But maybe that's something where I was talking about doing like a no chat stream, or just maybe even not reading it and maybe just putting some tunes on or something. But now it's just like what was getting under my skin more on the weekend was me realizing that I can't continue doing this in the deep winter. Like there's not a practical solution unless I start insulating my roof and stuff. Well, it's not mine. It's my landlord's, which is another thing. He's chill. He's chill as a villain. Chilling like a villain. He's chill as a... He's cool as a cucumber. He didn't even bat an eye about the counts. So whether I get it spray foamed or something, but it's just not going to happen this year, unfortunately. But we will see. I have there is a strong possibility that I will be able to set up something inside in the near future. So time to show off what I've done today. So these These are the first two things. I'm back to the orbular pieces. All the behind the scene work, job, home, lady, love, what you're doing, cold. Yeah. It's hard to balance it all. I did that little bubbles pot, an angular vase, a cauldron base or the vessel, and then there's this kind of thing, kind of silo little thing. Yeah. And like right now, I don't know how it is. Thank you very much, Mirrorhead. I appreciate that. I don't know how it is for other places, but like it's pitch black here, so it's just like I'm getting really tired and all this crap. But part of that is the cold and everything. But nice pots, bud. Rest and come back with a bang. Yeah, that's the plan. So I won't be streaming for the rest of this week. It really just depends what goes on. I might come out on the weekend, but for like the foreseeable future, I think I'm gonna just cut it down to the. It's hard to throw in the cold. Yeah. Like my fingers are like tense. Like I'm losing my mobility and stuff. Hey, it's Grease again. What's up? So yeah, it'll probably just be on the weekends when I can, and if the probably midday kind of situation. I'll have to just kind of play it by ear. I'm gonna get rid of the stream schedule in my bio and stuff. I don't want to be misleading people. But I will be setting up to stream off on my computer and whatever that looks like. So I'm not going to disappear on all y'all. I am going to try my best to like continue the channel and everything. So looking forward to whenever we can see it. Thank you. Could even be later this week. I could be doing stuff on my PC. So, I'll be around. It'll just be a different kind of thing. Take it easy. Don't push yourself too much. Thank you. I appreciate that. You'll figure it out. I know. We'll figure it out for sure. When you're on, we will be watching. Always watching. The Eye of Sauron is always watching. All right, everybody. You guys have a great Monday. You guys have a great week. If I don't see you by the end of the week or on the weekend, have a great weekend. I'm going to get going, eat my dinner, and keep him good, Carol. And yeah, have a great night. And yeah, be chilling. Alrighty. Blah, blah, blah.